In this tutorial, I'm going to show you some nice new features in Blender 5 to help with your unwrapping. The new tools designed to simplify and speed up your workflow. If you want a comprehensive guide covering why we unwrap, the alternatives to unwrapping and best practices, then I recommend watching my detailed guide, and it's in my unwrapping playlist, link in the description. So let's take a look at unwrapping in Blender 5 and the nice new features. I'm in Blender 5.1 and I've got the basic startup file here with the default cube selected. Let's go across to the UV editing workspace so we can see our unwrap and therefore our UVs. So if I click on that, because we had the default cube selected, it takes me into edit mode, which you can see up here, and it shows me on the left-hand side my unwrap. Incidentally, if I go to the object data properties down here, I can open up the UV maps menu and there is my UV map just there. Notice if I delete this, it will delete my map just there. I'll undo that though. What I'm going to do as well, just for demonstration, I'm going to pull out a new window just here. So move my cursor to the corner, click and drag it down across to the left-hand side and change this to the shader editor. I'll press N on my keyboard to get rid of the side panel. And you can see our default material just here. I'm going to add a texture in here so you can kind of see what's going on our cube. So Shift A to add texture, and then I want an image texture. And I can bring that in the front here. If I hook it up at the moment, we won't see anything in the viewport. One, because we're in solid mode, so I'll middle mouse button and click across this top menu and change to material preview mode. But it's all black because we haven't actually got a texture in here. So I'll create a new one and I'm going to generate a color grid and press new image. So you can see our color grid on our cube just there, and it corresponds to the UV layout just here. Now here's the interesting thing in Blender 5. I'll just bring this out a little bit more and zoom in just a touch. Currently it kind of defaults to the old way of doing things. So if I go to face mode up the top here, and select a face, let's say this one here, so H4 and H5, H4 and H5, we know it's this face. And we also know it's this face because I selected in here and you can see it highlighted in the viewport. That is this button just here, UV Sync Selection. So whichever face I select, so let's choose this one here, we can see it's that area there, and so on. So these three are on this side facing us. However, if I want to choose this one at the side here, so this one just here, if I press G to grab to move it to a different location, the rest of the UVs around it move with it. So you can see the stretching that's going on over here and down here as I move this texture around. So I'll undo that, so it's back to where it was. Now the nice thing is we've got this option at the side here, so sticky selection mode, and this is really handy. So at the moment we've got shared location, and that's the default. So when we move any of these, anything joined to it will move around with it. Then there's this shared vertex option. So again, I'll choose the top one here, but notice when I select it, it's showing you where the shared vertices are. So this vertex up here is linked to this one and this one down here. So when I press G to grab, you can see it's moving those as well. And again, that can be quite useful. That's the shared vertex option. Then probably a more commonly used one is to just turn it off entirely, so disabled. If I now press G to grab, I can separate this out and I could put it over the top of this side one here. So we've got F6 there and F6 there. And I could in fact just pile them all on top of each other like this if I wanted to. And now they all share that F6 and F7, E6 and E7, although I haven't particularly well placed them. So it's a really useful option in Blender 5 that I'm really pleased they've added, because in the past we had to turn sync selection off in order to move them around. But then when we selected our faces, so I can select in here, for example, press G to grab and move it across. I could select this one and move it across. It's really useful to be able to have sync selection, but in the past we weren't able to turn off the stickiness or this shared location. But now we've got the disable option. We can come in and choose our different areas and move them around nice and easily. Now, one last tip, if I select all with A and go under UVs, there's an option of pack islands. This isn't new, but it has been updated. So when you choose pack islands, there's a few new options which you might not be aware of. But also, if I press pack now, it does some calculating and it's a much better packing system. So it will make the most of your UVs. In this particular case, this is the most efficient way of packing it, which doesn't seem that efficient because we've got all this spare space over here. But when you have a few more islands, it will pack them, and it's that bit better than it used to be. So that's another update for Blender 5, which I'm really pleased with. So hopefully you found this helpful. Do let me know if I've missed anything that you think is important, or if you have any questions, then comment below. It does help inform me of different videos that I can make to help you all out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.